The reflection grabbed Sarah's arm and wouldn't let go. Sarah Whitman had a thing for antiques. Rustic bookshelves, faded paintings, vintage lamps. Anything with a little dust and a story. But the mirror, that was different. She found it in a quiet little shop tucked between a bakery and a thrift store. It was tall, with a gold-painted wooden frame carved in vines and roses. It leaned against the far wall, slightly tilted, almost like it was watching. "What's the story behind it?" she asked the shop owner. The woman smiled too quickly. "Old French piece. Early 1900s. Just came in." Sarah should have walked away. But something about it called to her. She brought it home and placed it in her bedroom, directly across from her bed. That night, she stood in front of it, admiring how well it caught the light. Her reflection stared back, almost too still. She blinked. So did it. She turned her head. It followed. Everything was normal. Until it wasn't. 2 nights later, Sarah woke around 3:14 a.m. The room was quiet. Cold. Her breath fogged slightly in the air. She sat up and looked at the mirror. And saw herself already sitting up. Only she wasn't. Her reflection was 1 second ahead. She stood. Her reflection stood. She raised her hand. So did it. But when she lowered her hand, the reflection didn't. It smiled. Wide. Wrong. Sarah stumbled back, heart pounding. She turned on the lights. The reflection went still. Normal. She told herself it was sleep deprivation. Shadows. A trick of the mind. But every night, the mirror changed. Sometimes her reflection didn't blink. Sometimes it stared even when she wasn't facing it. One night, it moved, before she did. Terrified, she decided to get rid of it. She grabbed a hammer and swung hard. The metal slammed against the glass. But it didn't even scratch. She tried again. 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 Nothing. The mirror didn't even tremble. That night, the reflection smiled longer. And whispered, "You're almost ready." At 3:33 a.m., Sarah woke up gasping. A cold hand was wrapped around her wrist. She looked up and saw her reflection reaching through the glass. The mirror rippled like water. But her room was dry. She screamed, pulled away. But the reflection was strong. Its grip icy and relentless. "Let me in," it whispered. Its voice wasn't hers. It sounded like every version of her, laughing, crying, screaming, all at once. Sarah fought harder. Reached for the lamp. Threw it at the glass. Finally. A crack. The reflection screamed. Not in pain, but fury. Sarah collapsed onto the floor, breathless, shaking, eyes fixed on the fractured mirror. The arm had vanished. Her wrist was bruised. Red. She called a priest. A psychic. A mirror expert. No one could help. They told her to throw it out. Burn it. She tried. But the mirror always came back. Back in the bedroom. Back across from the bed. Always clean. Always watching. The next morning, Sarah's neighbor called the police. She hadn't seen her leave for work. They found her body curled up on the floor, eyes wide, mouth open in a silent scream. Her wrist? Still bruised. The mirror stood untouched. But now it had a jagged crack. And Sarah's reflection was still in it. Smiling. Some mirrors don't reflect you. They replace you. And once they smile, you're already gone.